pandemic was a really interesting time for you because I remember when that first started, they were doing those PC shows. A lot of
Yep.
stuff was going around, and you and now Duke Hudson popped up on
Yep.
the main roster. Do you remember like what you were told about that, or what plans were set for that? Because I mean, you guys ended up getting a pretty prominent position on the show for a little while.
Yeah, I think like a lot of it was that a lot of the main talent and things like that couldn't travel, so they had to use who was in Orlando. And myself and Hudson weren't really doing anything set in stone on NXT, so that a lot of the people who weren't doing anything on NXT got used on main event. And
Yeah.
then that's you just get seen. You're in the right place at the right time. You get seen, and then they're like, "All right, so we've seen that I'm able to work on main event. Let's bring them into Raw because they still need the people for that too." So it was very much right place at the right time, and being an incredible wrestler.
I I remember the booking was kind of weird because like you all weren't featured on NXT TV a lot as a team, but then it's like,
No,
oh well, you all popped up on Raw, and then you all appeared on on NXT once as a team.
yeah,
Then they're like,
yeah,
no, back to Raw. And by the way, you're gonna
yeah,
beat Cedric and Ricochet, who've been on like featured as well.
yeah.
It was confusing at the time for a viewer that is used to a lot of parody there.
Definitely. Like, and I think it was just people, they were just rolling with it. Like, because everyone was getting tested all the time too. So people would pop with COVID and then you'd have to pull them off and this and that. So they were very much making it up as they went along and just trying to put a product out there. There were some times where I'd get a call in the morning saying, "Can you be here in a few hours to wrestle this person for main event?" And it was like, "Yep, whatever." Like you just like you get used to it, especially at the position I was in at NXT for the years before that of just being a fill-in kind of guy. I was very used to it, and like I said, I'm a good wrestler. Toot toot my own horn, so it's not too hard. And at that point as well, um, I was just trying to do me. So like, I didn't have to put too much thought into um, like, oh, what's this going to do for my character? What's this going to do for that? I'm like, oh, I don't have any storylines. I don't have a character they've told me anything to do with, so I'm just doing whatever I want to do. And luckily, it was a heel at the time, so I'm like, well, I'm not winning, so who cares? I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go out there and put on a good show.
Were you surprised the one week when they're like, yeah, you all are going over Cedric and Ricochet, just like kind of out of the blue?
Yeah, like all right, like cool, sounds
Why
good. Like,
not, right?
yeah, that's like yeah, we'll do it, man. Like, and we had fun working with those guys too. Like, it was a lot of back and forth and um, bouncing off ideas and trying to just do the best thing that we could at the time. We're all just trying to get noticed